This AyeQ is crazy. AyeQ. This is what
imagine him shooting in a hospital dealing with and the baby's coming out.
Fellas, again, focus on yourself. That's what it is.
So people are always like, oh my gosh, you tell you you're so confident. I wish I had your confidence. I'm delusional. The key to my confidence is that it's rooted in delusion. Hear me out. When I walk into a room, you can't convince me everyone's not staring at me. Why? Because I feel like I'm an attractive woman. And if I see an attractive woman walk into a room, I'm going to stare at her. Logic. Another example, relationships. Whom girls are like, or my friends are like, what if he leaves you for another woman? He won't. The day a man leaves me is not because he left me for another woman. It's because he belongs in a mental institution. Okay? That's the only logical explanation for that. A wheel stopped turning. In addition to that, when I'm dancing, I give Meg Thee Stallion a run for her money every time. You can't convince me otherwise. Delusion. That's all you need for confidence.
Three of you in the room right now. You better look in my eyeballs. We ain't afraid of you, you stinking witch. You devil-worshiping Satanist witch. We cast you out in the name of Jesus Christ. We break your spells. We break your curse. We got your first name. We got your last name. We even got an address for one of you. You so much as cough wrong, and I'll expose you in front of everybody in this tent, you stinking witch.
Every time a nigga asks me to go with them, I always think about the fact that if I go with them, I'm not gonna be able to talk to no other niggas, and that's how I be knowing they not the nigga for me, because if they was a nigga for me, then I wouldn't even be thinking about shit like that. So I ain't wrong.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
As someone that has been married and divorced 3 times.
What?
Nah, I'm still stuck on the part where she said she have been married and divorced 3 times. Ladies, the worst thing y'all could do is take advice from a woman like this. It's a reason why she been married and divorced 3 times. Now, the problem is obviously not the man, it's her. But the problem with these type of single women who are for the streets, they want other women to be single and bitter just like them. So they try to pull you down to their demise, okay? But why is she giving relationship advice? And if you listen to the advice that she's given, she's not telling you to like stand by your man. She's giving you the reasons, yo, leave him. Of course she will feel that way. She's single and bitter. And it's the reason why she got divorced 3 times, man. Ladies, be careful who y'all take relationship advice from. That's all I'm saying.
Most of the time when you get married, you be like, hey man, this bitch ain't right. That's why I ain't married her anyway. That's why she trying to force me to marry her. She want to validate herself by imposing herself on you by saying, if you don't marry me, I'ma leave. The best thing you could do if you in that situation is let her leave. Man. Now I know it's easier said than done because a hurt heart is real.
That's well.
A hurt heart is real. But trust me when I tell you, if you want your soul to be intact, get the fuck away from any bitch to try to force you to marry her. Because that's a wicked bitch. That ain't even a woman place to be trying to make you marry her.
Listen, I left my marriage in my early 30s and started dating again. And I realized very quickly that men fall into one of 3 categories. The first category would be the men who don't even bother to get to know you. They immediately try to sleep with you. First conversation, second conversation. I mean, they don't even know anything about you, and they have already made the conversation sexual. And that was actually the most common type of man that approached me. And also the man that I truly despise the most. And the men who got rejected by me was that category. So the second category, that would be the men who, they do take some time to get to know you. You know, they'll take you out on a date, they'll talk to you, find out what you like, you know, whatever. And then they try to sleep with you. Now, I'm not saying that that's necessarily a problem, because that, at least that gives the woman the chance to evaluate, see who he is, see what he's about, you know, see if he's consistent in his actions. But their approach is still a little different from the gentleman in the third category. Now, the third category, these men are the most rare. And these are the men who, they take the time to get to know you, they listen to what you say, and they wait for the woman to initiate sex. They wait for the woman to bring up sex. They wait for the woman to make the first move when it comes to anything sexual. And those are the men that I personally have always appreciated the most, because it showed me that they had respect for me, that they allowed me to be the one to decide if he was somebody I wanted to sleep with without him trying to push up on me. And I'm curious to see if other women have shared this same experience. The men that have approached you, did they fall into those same three categories, or do you have another category to add?
Man, look, it's crazy out here, man. This chick said she left her marriage in her 30s to get back in the streets. And she's saying that she want men to take her serious. This is crazy right here. Now, fellas, one thing. Do not be option number 3. Don't be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Because time is money. You ain't got time to waste on a chick who's washed up, like trying to get back in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Baby girl, like your time has passed. You know what I'm saying? You had your situation with your husband. You left him to get back in the streets. If a dude come across a chick like this, of course he's just trying to smash. What else he's going to try to do? Start a family with her? I mean, come on. He'll be getting leftovers any way he look at it. This is a chick who left her marriage in her in her 30s. She left her marriage. Why would I take a woman like this serious? Why? It makes no sense. It is what it is. But fellas, do not be option number 3. You know what I'm saying? Because she's pretty much looking for a sucker. And whole time, she probably be smashing guy number 1. But deep down, she probably want guy number 3. See what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Fellas, it's crazy out here, man. Focus on yourself out here, fellas, man. These chicks is playing dirty. Wow.
I wrote my master's dissertation at Oxford on infidelity. Here are 3 signs your girlfriend might cheat. First, you lost your job. Psychologists interviewing women about infidelity found that women report themselves more likely to have an affair if their mate can't keep his job. Why? Well, a huge component of your mate value as a man is your ability to procure resources. And so if you lose the job you had when you met her, you just dropped out of her league. And now that she can do better, she might. Second, she's sexually narcissistic. Narcissism predicts infidelity depending on how you measure it, and scientists found that if you measure it in an intimate context, people who have more grandiose perceptions of their abilities in the bedroom tend to also be more likely to have affairs. Finally, most women don't cheat, but among women who do cheat, they tend to be more likely to be unsatisfied in their relationships. And so my third sign is if your girlfriend is criticizing you more. Being super critical of your partner can be a sign of relationship dissatisfaction, and relationship dissatisfaction is a pretty robust predictor of women's infidelity.
I had dated previously, older gentleman, well-established, also an attorney, recovering attorney actually, because he left
There's a lot of us. There's more of us who used to be lawyers than are lawyers.
Right. Great guy, well-established, all of that, and there was just no chemistry. Like our sense of humor was different. We just didn't connect, and I was very much willing to just live that way because he checked everybody's list. Like, he's a smart guy, he's handsome, he was romantic, all of that. But there was no chemistry, and it was my girlfriends telling me, like, this is it. Like, this is the guy you should be with. We even went ring shopping. Like, I was ready to take the leap, and that was it. And then ultimately I decided I couldn't live that way. I remember thinking specifically, I don't want to go on a double date sitting across from a couple who has that spark and being confronted with something that I will never have. I decided to walk away from that, and I remember the guy was thinking, like, what are you doing? Because I think he knew what he brought to the table. And I was really fearful when I walked away. And then when I met him, it was what I wanted, which was, I really care about laughing. Like, life is gonna be hard, it's just different types of hard. And for me, if you can laugh with me through it, and I had been through hard. I had lost my father a year before I met him. if you can laugh with me through it, then we'll be okay. If you don't take yourself seriously, I didn't necessarily care for someone who had a lot of money. Like, if we can hustle together, if we can build together, as long as I'm not the one pulling the weight, if we can work hard together. And I know there's a lot to be said. People have varying opinions on that. I'm like, let's get down to business together, and let's celebrate together when we get to the other side.
Look, fellas, don't allow these women to use y'all, bro. Pretty much what she said, hey, at one point in my life, I was into a dude with money. I was into a provider because that's the guy who all my friends like. He was well established and he just made a good husband. But even though I wasn't really into him, I still got married to him. She pretty much wasted that man's time. You see what I'm saying? But whole time she been craving a younger dude to fuck the shit out of her in the sheets. Hence, Buddy, who she's sitting next to. And what's so crazy, fam, I don't know how y'all dudes be sitting there and allow a woman to talk about another man right in front of your face. It's all about respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to draw the line in the sand when it comes to these birds. But a chick like her, bro, she's not really, she's for the streets. Let's just put it that way. You know what I'm saying? She's for the street. First, she was gold digging. You know what I'm saying? So she probably done use that older dude, took his money and all that. And now she's spending it on the dude that she really want physically. The younger dude who just digging her out. That's all he doing. Because what she said, oh, like, what's so special about him? He makes me laugh. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? These chicks will say anything, fam. It is what it is, man. But fellas, but the bottom line is this, man. Pay attention to a woman's motive. Understand why she's with you. Because she been with this dude, right? This rich older guy for how long? And she never liked him. So she was just playing the role to get what she wanted from him, only to take it to the dude that she's physically attracted to. And fellas, don't let these chicks drain y'all, fam, because she's using that younger dude strictly for his energy. You know what I'm saying? She want him to like dick her down every night. Like, that's his purpose. That's the only purpose why she's with that dude. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tax her, bro. Like, make sure she's paying. Y'all gotta charge these women, dog. Like, once you understand a chick motive, don't allow a chick to use you, fam. It is what it is. But fellas, this is why as a man, don't lead with your wallet, fam, and never trust these birds. Never trust these birds, bro. Never trust these birds. That's what it is.